There will come a time in your fitness journey where you will wake up one day, you will show up to a training session and just absolutely question the whole point. Your sessions don't excite you. They don't fulfill you. You're just showing up because it's just become an automatic sign of discipline in your routine to show up and train. You're going to question whether or not you want to keep going, whether or not the gym is something you want to do for the rest of your life, whether or not it is worth it to put yourself through the mental turmoil just to achieve some sort of physique that society deems acceptable and doesn't actually fulfill you deep down. For me, that happened when I graduated university, and I realized that even as someone who had been training since she was 11 years old, fitness had turned into something that became a have to, not a want to. The only reason I wanted to is because I wanted to burn calories and I wanted to get as small as I could, as lean as I could. But deep down, really what I wanted was to just feel confident. I wanted to actually look like I lifted weights. But everything I saw on social media led me to believe that a calorie deficit, running myself into the ground, no excuses, show up even when you're fucking exhausted, was the way to achieve your most confident body. But all that left me with was a dwindling passion for exercise in a career that I thought would lead me to being my most happiest. I was training clients, I was training myself, and I could not find the passion anymore. There will come a time where you need to ask yourself if what you're doing is actually fulfilling you. If the training you're doing fucking lights you up inside. If the results you're achieving are actually contributing to the longevity of not only your body, but your ability to keep showing up and going to the gym. Because in the long run, our looks are going to fade. If you don't actually train in a way that is going to stimulate muscle growth, that is going to stimulate bone health and bone mineral density, that is going to actually bring you confidence in other areas than the reflection in the mirror, because that reflection is not always going to look the same. I realized that the way that I was showing up was doing a disservice to my future self and a disservice to the potential that I know I could have achieved if I had started training differently at the beginning of my 20s. If I had stopped wasting my freaking time trying to chase a look as if 130 pounds was actually going to make me confident. There was no guarantee that getting to 130 pounds was going to give me my dream body. There was no guarantee. It was something I made up in my head. It was a made up narrative that a girl that's 5'3", 5'4" on a good day, 130 pounds, that's what's going to make you confident. That's what's going to make you look fucking unbelievable. But all I felt was flat, depleted, weak. You need to ask yourself if you want to keep showing up that way. And if you're anything like me, you love moving your body, you want fitness to actually feel enjoyable. You're having a bad day, you show up to the gym, you're not even concerned 1 ounce with how you look. You're just in there to fucking lift heavy. Because you feel accomplished and you feel strong and you feel powerful and you feel capable in your body that you did not feel when you were chasing the smallest version of yourself. Do you want to be counting calories for the rest of your life? Do you want to be showing up to dinner with your partner, with your family, and think about the calories before you're even there, sitting down looking at the menu? Restricting during the day just so that you can overindulge, just to come in a deficit anyways, and get home and binge anyways. Is that what you want? Or do you want to start fueling your body to actually thrive on a day-to-day basis? Not just in the gym, but everyday life. The gym is only 1 hour to 2 hours of your day, 3 to 5 times a week. What about the other days that you're not training? What about the other hours of the day where you're not training? Don't you want to feel good? Don't you want to feel energized? Don't you want to feel proud of yourself? Don't you want to feel like what you're working towards is bigger than just the appearance, just the reflection that you're looking at in the mirror? I realized that I wasted way too much time focusing solely on my appearance at the sacrifice of my strength, my immune health, my energy levels, my sports performance. I prioritized looking lean because I thought that was what was going to make me confident and liked by more people. It didn't. If anything, it made me a shell of the person that I could have been. I want the aesthetics that I achieve to just be the cherry on top of everything else that strength training and nourishing my body gives me. There will come a day when you realize that. I remember how lost and how confused and how drained I felt coming out of university, realizing that I spent my adolescence and beginning of adulthood trying to chase a body that did not even make me feel confident in the end.